All those in red, they're going up, and they'll go up to 97 meters. The lift will be on this side here, with a 2-meter footbridge to link the two. All of this will be sitting on our scaffolding, the whole thing.
It's 8 a.m. on the Notre-Dame site, and the most important scaffolding tubes arrive.
$110. Make sure that all the pins are facing in the same direction. 187? Dead on.
If we say it's to the nearest millimetre, would that be an exaggeration?
To be honest, 100 metres up, it's better to be to the nearest millimetre. 1 millimetre off and up there, it can soon get complicated.
Erecting the scaffolding to restore the spire must have been a dream. It burnt down, it was a nightmare. Re-erecting it must be a dream come true.
Of course, and above all, there's pride in thinking we're going to see it through to the end. We didn't manage it the first time, but we'll do it the second time. Of course, keep going in this direction. Yes, a plan. I want the cross here. Put that in for me. This is a 3D plan of the framework designed by the carpenters. We are starting from the bottom and we have to go through all of that.
Close the curtains behind you. I can't stand inactivity in this cathedral, so I'm delighted to see that this morning there was nothing here and that now there's this to see. And I congratulate Didier Cuizet, who I affectionately call Cui-Cui. My obsession on this project is time. I'm obsessed with time, wasting time. For me, it's something that absolutely has to be avoided.
Why?
Because I have a deadline to meet. There are commitments, and it's almost my honor that's at stake. I'm personally involved in this deadline because I was the first to say that, yes, the 5-year deadline was achievable, as long as we don't get tangled up in doubts and questions. In other words, hurry up and tell me which spire I'm making, because I don't have time.
These are wonderful pieces.
For the spire and its framework, there was a debate between those who wanted to rebuild it identically and others who dreamed of other, more contemporary spires.
Notre-Dame has become the iconic Gothic cathedral. When people ask what a Gothic cathedral is, I think that for 99% of people, Notre-Dame is the first thing that comes to mind. The fire obliterated everything in just a few hours. It was decapitated. Notre-Dame as a whole. That's another of the cathedral's great qualities. It's a whole. It's one whole piece, and part of it is missing. That's why we stood up for rebuilding it exactly as it was. We're giving the cathedral back its unity.
The spire's framework is so complex and has to be done so quickly that, to win this tender, Julien Lebras has done something he never does. He's teamed up with 3 of his biggest rivals, his usual competitors.
It's not natural. These are people who we grouse about every day on building sites. He got the job I wanted to get. We're going to get it next time. That's where the difficulty lies. Working as a team with people who are in competition with us all year round.
And so was born the gang of 4 carpenters who managed to win the spire carpentry contract. They're now working together, and during lunch break, they're getting to know each other.
It's a project that means that fraternity reigns.
But at the beginning, didn't you think they're going to learn all my trade secrets?
You have to expose things. You have to reveal things. You can't say I'm keeping my secrets to myself.
We've got our rivals on speed dial on our phones now. It's pretty special.
It's almost easier to call Aurelian than my manager.
Are they nice?
Very, very nice.
Are they nicer than you thought they'd be?
Of course. Of course. When you're in competition with someone, it's obvious there's a bit of rivalry. There's a competitive spirit, and here there's team spirit. This is obviously a very different relationship.
From the Lebrun happy family, I want to see the father, the discreet one who looks on from the end of the table. The first time we met him, we understood the total devotion this man had to Notre-Dame. He was restoring the spire at the time of the fire. What does Notre-Dame mean to you? Lots of things, I imagine.
It's lots of things. I'd never have enough time to say everything. It's a great project.
It means that much to you.
The spire was meant to be my last job. I'm more than happy to put off my retirement.
You'll carry on working until the spire's rebuilt.
That's right. The day the rooster's put in place, I'm off.
Rebuilding Notre-Dame is a holy grail. The Gang of Four has appointed a carpenter to lead the construction of the spire. It's Patrick Jouen, and he's not there by chance.
It's really great. It's like winning the lottery. That's the joy of taking part in a project like this. Before this, I was a partner in a company, and I left everything in the hope of working on Notre-Dame.
Really?
Yes.
You can't describe the atmosphere of Notre-Dame. You feel it. It isn't only expressed in words. When I go to the cathedral, I dream. It's a reflex. I imagine hearing the organ, and I look down to the end at the altar, which is no longer there. And I think, one day, there will be an altar shining there.
Can we relax now, or do we wait till Sunday?
Wait till Sunday.
No talking.
In less than 2 months, Didier Cuisier's scaffolding has already reached the level of the vaults. It's grown by 23 meters.
Of course, I'm happy. I'm happy it's going well. But we're all in a hurry to carry on with it and get started. Because I think that when the scaffolding starts sticking out, when it's sticking up into the sky over Paris, everyone will be able to... they'll know where we've got to.
When will that be? When we start to see the scaffolding?
I've no idea.
August 21st, 2023. The Notre-Dame family has gathered at Les Invalides. A national tribute is being paid. General Georgelin has died in an accident while hiking alone in his native Pyrenees.
What I'll remember most is his kindness. When I was having some health problems, he called me twice a week on my mobile to ask how I was.
He had two sides to him, the very loud military side, and behind that a very human side.
He could be very authoritarian sometimes, and then someone with a lot of humor.
We talked a lot, and often, very, very often, we laughed. And then there was the voice, the general's laughter that remains and will remain. And I think that really from that point of view personally, I'm going to miss him enormously.
Is the meaning of his disappearance that people come and go but Notre-Dame remains?
I wouldn't put it like that. I'd say that there are individual destinies that leave their mark. And these marks remain even when they're gone. It's more like that.
Very good. Thank you very much. Philippe Jost was the general's number 2, his tireless collaborator. Today, he's taking his place.
His legacy on the project, you believe in it, you fight for it, you're focused on it. And there's no room for defeatism, for resignation, for giving up.
There's still some work to be done.
Still?
Huh?
Still?
Yes.
In September 2023, everyone's attention is focused on the symbol of the project,
It's great.
the spire.
It's great.
Didier Cuiset is happy. He's managing to keep his scaffolding progressing as the carpenters need it. There are still 30 meters to go.
It's nice. We're in the fresh air. I'm not claustrophobic, but it's better when you're outside.
Patrick Jouen, the chief carpenter, is at the helm. The difficulty and the beauty of his job is managing to assemble each piece that arrives here within the restricted space there is to work in, and at 70 meters up.
This one's the problem. It's all right. Bit more.
It's not moving.
I can't get the nut on. It has to go up. It's off by 3 millimeters.
It's slipping off. It won't stay on.
The clamp isn't working, so they try with straps.
Go on.
And after trying for an hour and a half,
It's good, well done.
That's the first one. And now we have to do the second one.
If it moves, there's a problem. this crazy city. It's enormous.
Aïe, aïe.
9, 10, 11, and the end. Amazing.
Unlike the spire, which dates from the 19th century, the roof timbers of Notre-Dame are medieval. Here's the apse, being built near Angers. And here's the nave, being hewn near Évreux. They've made choices for Notre-Dame that are never usually made. They've squared the timber by hand, using medieval tools. Not just for the sake of rebuilding the spire identically, up to the techniques used, but also for the sake of efficiency.
Shaping the wood by hand makes it easier to follow the heart. Even if the wood is very, very straight, it's always a little bit crooked, so you can follow it. Not exactly, but you can still follow the main deformation in the pieces. So there's a lot less stress in the wood.
Each piece of wood is a tree trunk, so you have to position it and you have to work it according to its shape.
Rémy Desmonts has been campaigning for 10 years for squaring timber by hand. For him, it's stronger than wood cut by a machine, which cuts it but doesn't see it.
There you can see the heart line. So there it is. This is the heart of the tree. So I can see where the heart is going. And here, this part will remain whole. I'm not going to work it. It's going to keep its shape. Whereas if we'd straightened it, well, it would have bent to the right or the left while drying.
It would go back to its original shape.
That's right.
As the summer of 2023 draws to a close, passers-by can see the trusses flying through the skies above Paris, returning one after the other to their places in the roof of Notre-Dame.
It really looks like we're joining the dots. It's a bit like those children's drawings where there are numbers and at the end you find out, oh look, it's the roof of Notre-Dame. It's great. How fast they've worked and how well it's been done. I'm talking about them, the artisans, who've done an extraordinary job.
On va toucher la voûte. Si je tasse, là je touche la bâche, on est à 17 cm là-bas, une vingtaine ici. Ouais, j'ai dit on est niveau, on a 17.
As Philippe Villeneuve surveys his cathedral, he's also thinking about the rooster that will sit at the top of the spire. Especially since he's designed one, which we learned about a year ago during a conversation about his tattoos. Is that a new tattoo?
No, it's not new. I've had it a year. I've got the North Tower, I've got the grand organ because I'm in love with the organ. And then I've got other things. Cathedral by Vienne, who was an organist at Notre-Dame, who died at his keyboard. And then I have the rooster that we're going to put on top of the spire.
Can I see the rooster?
No, it's not quite finished yet.
Do you like it?
Well, I designed it and had it cast in bronze, and I offered it to the President and General Georgelin.
So that's the rooster that will go on top of the spire?
Normally, yes.
We've seen the rooster being prepared in a workshop. So, a year later, quite normally, we ask for news of it. Is the rooster finished?
No, at the moment it's not clear which rooster we're going to use, so no.
Well, it won't be the rooster we saw last time?
I don't know. At the moment, the rooster I designed still has to be accepted or rejected by the minister.
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
When will you know?
In a few days, I imagine.
We'll see.
We'll see. Oh yes, I saw that the other night. It's very ugly. No, it won't do at all. The ear isn't great. That's not great. It's much thinner here than there. It's ugly. It won't do. No. It's not done the way I wanted. It's not right. Hello, young man.
Hello.
There are some things that are no good. In comparison to that one's leaner. It's got ridges. It's sharp and lean. I feel like everything else is too fat and that we're missing. It needs another layer of sculpting.
Okay.
You need to make it leaner. Right now, this one won't catch the light as well as that one. This one will really catch the light. This one, not yet. It's not finished. The rest is fine, it's working, but even this stem here is thinner than that one. I really need you to make it thinner everywhere, all right? Where is she?
The aim here is to reinvent or restore the gargoyles, using what's known about them.
Find photos taken by tourists. Go on the internet, try to find this one.
So I'm doing it in keeping with the body. There's the movement of the head, it's not...
But it doesn't have that.
No.
Take that off, but we'll find you the photo.
Thank you.
What else is there? The frog and the squirrel, there, and the duck and the rabbit behind. I've just seen this and I love it. That's great. It's beautiful. That's not right. It doesn't have the design. It doesn't have the height. Here, you've got the edge. Then after that, you've got two concave things. The position of this is wrong. No, this is all over the place.
Do you think that in the way the project's changed you, it's made you calmer too?
No, not at all. No. I'm going.
For the architect, this project actually comprises 1,000 projects, and in each project there are 1,000 details to check.
Yeah, put them in touch with me. I want to talk to them about this. I should have said chuck it in the bin. Start again.
On the part of the church, there's been a dramatic turn of events. The Archbishop of Paris has been removed from his post and replaced by someone else. The first consequence of this game of musical velvet chairs is that Monseigneur Chauvet has been replaced by Monseigneur Ribadeau de Dumas. Are you looking forward to celebrating Mass in the cathedral?
Very much. I'm looking forward to it. To tell you the truth, I fall asleep thinking about it.
Really?
Yep, that's true.
You go to sleep every night thinking about it?
Not every night, but sometimes I fall asleep thinking about it, yes.
At the age of 70, you take a step back and put things into perspective. I said to myself, all right, I won't be the one opening it, but I'll be at the opening ceremony.
Monseigneur Chauvet has had a consolation prize. He's now officiating at La Madeleine, in the 8th arrondissement of Paris.
Did I come down the stairs well?
Secondly, the light and sound pews have been abandoned and replaced by chairs.
We chose chairs, not only because they seemed more practical, but also because they seemed to fit best with the architecture of the cathedral. It was important to us that the chairs were light and didn't take up all the space. First of all, they're very comfortable. It's important to be comfortable in a chair.
They're so uncomfortable.
You don't like the chairs?
I hate them. They're quite comfortable. That's something. They're comfortable. They're a bit slippery.
Oh, the bars are a bit hard.
There'll be 1,500 of them.
Yes, I know, and they're wobbling a bit already. Anyway.
Despite the bickering amongst the architects and the people from the church, the work on their cathedral is progressing. On this November morning, the carpenters are waiting for the scaffolders in order to finish their spire, but today the conditions are appalling.
I didn't get that.
The scaffolder's enemy
Bloody hell.
is the wind, which is making it hard to operate the crane. However, several blocks weighing several tons have to be installed before noon.
Right. Down. 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 Down more. Right. The aim is to get it down and we'll try to stabilize it, so it won't be wandering off around Paris. Stop. Stop. Line it up. Is it okay for you? It's not lined up properly. We'll have to give it a hand. Okay, stop.
The scaffolders managed to attach their 4-meter, 12-ton piece of scaffolding. At 1 o'clock, the carpenters take over.
It's not moving! It's not moving! I'm coming!
Patrick Chouen returns to his spire. How many meters do you have left to do?
Another 20.
Another 20?
It's progressing little by little.
The rain doesn't bother you?
I'd rather have rain than wind.
Really?
Yes. At least we can use the crane.
On the 6th of December 2023, building work is suspended for a moment. The framework of the spire is finished. Everyone wants to see the cross before it's placed on top.
The work that's gone into it is really impressive. I've never seen anything as impressive as this before.
I see you having a look. You can't resist it.
Well, looking at it and checking. There's always things to see. We're always learning. About how it's been assembled. The little grips to hold on to.
You think it's good?
Yes, it's great. It's wonderful. It's a great job.
Even the archaeologists have left their picks and brushes to come and take a closer look.
I think it's important for everyone to have these little milestones that mark the progress of the project. It's a privilege to be able to see it up close.
See how pretty this motif is. It's taken tangentially to the sheet. You can see the line, the axis line, is engraved on the lead sheet. I admire the work. I think it's very beautiful.
For Julien Lebras and his gang of 4 carpenters, it's a day of victory.
The challenge was to rebuild the framework for the 1st of December, and we've done it, we've made it. But now we're putting in the cross and we're going to continue with the various stages. The lead covering, the ornaments, and the rooster.
That's not assembled yet. That's this bit here.
The cross has been made by Sylvain Lebras and his roofers. Is it important that even things that will never be seen are beautiful?
Each craftsman works for themselves. They don't work for other people. They work for themselves to be proud of what they've done, so they can show their colleagues photos and say, "Look, have you seen what I've done? I'll show you." There's a competitive element, and it's a real boost. It helps to raise the bar and get people to take up challenges and work with passion. It's a passion.
I just have one question. Is this an important or a key moment?
It's a key moment.
Thank you. Well done.
It's a symbolic, strong, beautiful moment. One of the most beautiful moments of this restoration, without question.
It's a historic moment. When it's in the sky over Paris, it's going to look frail. We're all proud, and it's a joy.
Are you going to cry all the time, or just now?
Maybe up there.
Who were your heroes when you were a kid? Did you have a particular hero that you liked? Who was a reference for you?
I think when we're kids, our parents are our heroes. It's obvious.
Really?
You can guide it a little bit. If you need to raise it, we've got a bit of room.
Stop! Tell him to stop!
3 centimeters, it's good.
Easy.
We've done it!
It's a lot of emotion. It comes from the heart. It's lots of good times with lots of people. It's about sharing with others. These moments are really important. That's with Sylvain. I saw him starting to cry, so obviously I was there to support him. Well, not support him, I was there with him. I wanted to tell him, I'm here with you. I'm not saying anything, but I'm here.
It's now that you realize what an emotional roller coaster they've been on. These lovers of their heritage, who were questioned by the police because they were there before the fire, and then blamed, and who are here 5 years later, at the end of the project, at the top of their spire.
I don't know. We were questioned for hours. When you think of the beginning, to have got to this point, I think for him, it's that too. It leaves its mark. Everything we went through, everything that was said about us, everything we... Today, yes, it's coming together and we've reached the end, but it leaves its mark in people's minds. For me, it goes through your mind in 10 seconds. For me, the film of those 5 years flies through your mind in 10 seconds.
Did it go through yours?
Yes, definitely. Is it okay for you guys down there?
Für die Baustelle, dass Notre-Dame nicht wie geplant.
You know, this is a small village. We've been together for 5 years, working with the project owner, the project manager, the security staff. I have to go now. I'm going.
Come on now, come on, it's nearly time.
Il est 41.
Exactly 1 year before the opening, on the 8th of December 2023, the site receives a visit from the President of the Republic, the man who set the 5-year deadline after the fire.
Patrick, it was you who worked on it.
Would you like to do a little bit?
Patrick Jouen and the President carved General Georges Lain's name on the spire, a tribute to him. Is the president here to congratulate you or to put pressure on you, or both?
If he's here a year to the day before the reopening, it's of course to remind us of what's at stake. He's reminding us of the importance of what's at stake for the whole of France, for him, but also for the image of France, for the whole world.
During the month of December 2023, it never ends. One intensely emotional ceremony follows another. Today is the day a rooster is hidden under a blanket. The day another story comes to an end. What's the rooster like?
Very beautiful. It's actually superb, because it was designed by not just anyone, more than an artist, an architect.
Really?
Yes.
It's not Philippe Villeneuve by any chance?
Well, since you mention his name, I have to admit it's him. I myself recommended that this rooster, designed by Philippe Villeneuve, be put in place, because it's not an external work of art added to the cathedral, it's the expression of this project, this collective human adventure that's been going on since 2019, and that will lead to the reopening in 2024.
This day belongs to the architect who designed the new rooster, who found the old one by chance on a roof the day after the fire, and who relates this anecdote to everyone once again.
Beautiful, isn't it?
On the 16th, with the firemen, I went up to the top of the North Tower. I could see the whole disaster. I saw a green spot on the roof and recognized the rooster. All day, I was thinking I'm not leaving without it. I opened a stained glass window, jumped onto a table, climbed onto the roof and ran to get my rooster. I cut myself, then I came down, cried my heart out on the stairs, then I pulled myself together just before going down, and someone took my photo.
Some relics are placed inside the rooster, along with a list of all those who took part in the reconstruction.
It's the only thing that I personally would have designed for what I call my cathedral, and that I'm going to leave behind me. Not necessarily for others, but for her, the cathedral. So I'm moved, I'm not proud, but I'm moved to know that the little golden thing that I can see from afar at the top of the cross is my gift, my little mark that I've left on Notre-Dame.
The next day, Philippe and Didier capture the moment.
We managed to take this photo.
Kwikwi and I really wanted to do this, because at last we had built the spire. At last I'd put my rooster in place, and at last the two of us were going to take down the scaffolding and leave the spire to its fate. Out of the whole project, this is the moment that means most to me.
Really?
Yes, because we'd achieved a goal.
Except that there's only 1 year left until the 8th of December 2024. And in races, the last few meters are rarely the easiest. There's still the spire to be completely covered in lead, like the rest of the roof structure. There are still several hundred tons of scaffolding to dismantle. And inside, there's still work to be done. The paintings being restored by Marie's team are progressing, but there's still so much to do. There's also the wiring to install, under the paving in the nave. There's even the paving itself to do. There are old and new tiles, but care is being taken to ensure that no one can tell them apart.
We'll always have these little broken bits that existed before. These are good, they have to stay. The aim is to combine the old and the new one so that it doesn't show. For example, this is a new one. You can see there are chips there and there. The machine shouldn't chip them. When it taps the edge, it chips them. In the end, you can't tell the difference between an old one and a new one. It's amazing. You can't tell the difference at all.
Meanwhile, under the paving, the archaeologists have returned, still armed with shovels, pickaxes, and good intentions.
This area is being redone. They're planning to lower the floor by 50 centimetres. So we're working at this depth.
Have you found more things?
Well, we are in Notre-Dame. 1 metre 86. 1, 2, 3.
They've found some more lead coffins, which they're taking away from the site to study.
It won't go in.
What?
It won't go in.
How can that be? The head's getting stuck. It's a centimetre too short.
In her studio, Emma has been working on some other heads. The ones in the stained glass windows she's been restoring for months.
Okay, we'll take these 4.
Yes.
Then we won't have to take them all out.
Okay. Shall I pass them up to you?
Her mission ends with the reinstallation of the stained glass windows. Thanks to her work, and that of the other glass workers, Notre-Dame is showing itself as no one has seen it for 150 years. Colourful and full of light.
The windows are highly painted in Notre-Dame, and from a distance this gives them this jewel-like, slightly sparkly effect. It works really well from a distance, but not so well close up. When we had the stained glass windows in the studio, as soon as we stepped back, it worked brilliantly.
Having rushed to the aid of the cathedral in 2019, the day after the fire, in 2024, the moment has finally come for her to leave Notre-Dame for good.
We've had a very special kind of dialogue with Notre-Dame over all these years and whatnot. We were almost one-to-one with it, even though there were a lot of us on the project. It's true that I have a slightly maternal approach to the works that I hold in my hands. I actually get quite attached to those works. And when they're left to their own devices, when there's no more scaffolding, it's like cutting the cord and letting them go. It's always a bit hard for me.
You have to leave them.
You have to let them go. It's difficult.
Gregory, the rope access technician, left the Ile de la Cité 2 years ago, once his mission was completed.
I remember one Saturday morning, I was inside the cathedral, walking around on my own. It's strange what I'm going to say for a non-believer, but I felt something from the cathedral. It was saying, thank you. It's very personal what I'm telling you, but I felt as if it was relieved that we were there.
You can't leave Notre-Dame, even if I had a responsibility as rector. I left for La Madeleine, but Notre-Dame is my home. I could never leave Notre-Dame.
Remy, the architect, is also coming full circle. Having surveyed the roof structure as part of an end-of-study internship in 2014, 12 years later, he's rebuilt it with carpenters who are happy to have been able to follow their convictions through to the end.
It was tiring. No, joking aside, yes, it was tiring. It was exhausting. But it was a wonderful experience. A wonderful human experience. I think that's what I'll remember most today. After that, I hope it doesn't burn down, that it doesn't fall down, because obviously when you're building a structure like this and you're the project manager, I think it's something I'll carry with me for the rest of my life.
It's 2024 and the year of finishing touches. Details that aren't just details. Following Philippe Villeneuve on one of his trips to a sculptor's workshop, where the statue of the Last Judgment is being restored,
The nose. I don't know if it's wear and tear, but it's got a little bump on it.
we start wondering how he's going to feel on the 8th of December 2024. We've been thinking about the rose window tattooed over his heart and the model of Notre-Dame in his childhood bedroom. And we've been thinking that, for him, the day of the reopening will also be the day the adventure ends.
I'm definitely not going to stop boom on the 8th of December because that's certain death. In any case, I expect there'll be a massive come down on the 8th of December.
Have you prepared anything for it?
No, I'm not even thinking about it.
You don't know?
No, I don't even know what it might be like. I know it's going to be very, very intense. The reopening is going to be very, very intense. Because, in fact, I'll have completely closed the wound from the 15th of April. And with all the tension, the pressure, the emotion, the shock that I've been under since that time, there will be a sense of deliverance. It'll be like I've reached the shore.
With Philippe, it's his cathedral, his thing. So the day he stops, I don't know. We might have to make him a space in the cathedral. I don't know what we'll have to do. Or I'll make him a mini cathedral at home and invite him over from time to gather himself.
I'm not thinking at all about what I'll do next. It's not in my mind at all. Let's open the cathedral. I'll see afterwards.
And what would you say to young Julien with his little hammer and his father on the bell tower today? After all of this?
I'd say it's time to take a breather. That we can all be proud. He can, and all his teams. And that life goes on.
Do people stop you in the street?
No.
Because you've been on TV so many times. Do they say, "You're Didier Cuisé"?
No. They ask for an autograph, I'd say, "Are you crazy?" No, we're just doing our job. That's all.
Oh my. So many selfies. So many selfies. People stop me, can we take a selfie and all that. I can tell you I've been all over the world and people say, "You're Notre-Dame." And I say, "No, I'm Patrick Chauvet." They think I'm Notre-Dame. Yes, but it's nice too. It means there's an emotional dimension.
Do people recognize you in the street and encourage you?
Not at all. Yes, at the market, my greengrocer said to me, "I know you, I saw you on TV." And once in the street, there was a young guy who follows Notre-Dame on Instagram, and he said, "Oh, Marie Parent." That's the only time.
After this incredible adventure, are you going to be bored?
No, I'm never bored. I always find something to do. I have to be busy.
Maybe I'll wake up and say, "Oh my God, what happened? What am I doing here?" compared to what I experienced on the evening of the 15th of April. I really want to hear things. I want to hear the grand organ, I want to hear the choir, I want to hear the voice of Notre-Dame again that I've missed so much. And I want to see it in action. I want to see my cathedral come back to life, to go back to being what it was before, but even more beautiful.